Hello, it's Donal in Pergola Nurseries, and I'm just going to briefly run through the nursery and look at some plants that have caught my eye this evening. Like, there are a beautiful range of petunias here, ideal for pots and containers and hanging baskets. Look at that. Wonderful Surfinia petunia. And Surfinias are the petunias that will give you the long trails of colour and flower right through from now until October time. I think that's a beautiful shade, isn't it? Really caught my eye as I came in the door. We'll move up here, and these are favourites of many people. Beautiful freesias, and the fragrance here from our freesias this evening is absolutely beautiful. And then we move down here to lantanas, and lantanas are adored by bees and butterflies, but look at the colour. Lovely, bright orange, ideal in pots and containers where they will flower right through until the end of the year. And of course you can use them year after year. And of course our favourites, Fiesta and Patiens. And moving up here to another lovely white Surfinia that stands out very well. Some more Surfinias, and look at our lovely Oxalis. Oxalis triangularis. Lovely deep purple triangular leaves, and they've got white flowers with a hint of pink in them. They die down later in the year, but they come back year after year and can be used outside if you want for the summer, but often used inside in the conservatory or as a houseplant. Beside them we have some lovely fragrant stock, ideal in pots and containers for the summer as well. And again, for scent, they're absolutely beautiful. And beside them are some capsicum ornamental peppers. And we use them in mixed pots and containers with maybe some petunias or begonias for the summer. And they look quite well like that. And they just give a different feel to a container. Look at those lovely bright shades. Now we'll move over this way here. So here we have some nice New Guinean Patiens. And New Guinean Patiens again flower for the summer and are lovely for colour. This batch is here in our houseplant section, but we also have outside some New Guinean Patiens as well. And more scent here beside them with our indoor jasmine. And indoor jasmine loves to be kept moist for the summertime and definitely while it's in flower. We have them trained round on a little cane like this to break the flow of sap, and it encourages them to flower an awful lot more. And then I love the regal pelargoniums. Look at that for colours. Again, can be used as houseplants, or they're also ideal outside in pots and containers. A range of cacti, some lovely living stones. And living stones are little succulent plants that look like little groups of stones, but they flower in the centre, open up in the centre here, crack open, and they produce a little daisy-like flower in either white, pink or yellow. And look at this one. It's a fun one. It's called a lipstick vine. Ideal inside as a houseplant, and the leaves, look at how the leaves curl. We call it a Rasta lipstick plant. Isn't that fun? And drifting down this way, we have our Cape primroses. They like the shade, indoors as a houseplant. Beautiful as well. And this is an indoor Star of Bethlehem, Campanula isophylla. Now we do a range of Star of Bethlehem campanulas for outdoors, but this one is happy indoors as a trailing plant to hang down and produce lots of colour all summer. At the end of the year you cut it hard back to ground level in your container, let it rest for winter, start it in spring, and off it goes again to give months and months of colour. Beside it, some croton or Joseph's coat, again an indoor plant. Nice Greek urn plant as well. And how you water this one is you put a little bit of water down in the centre, because where it grows naturally, it catches its own water with its own cup. So right down in here, preferably some rainwater. So just briefly looking at some lovely maidenhair ferns, some Indian azaleas, Azalea indica. Look at that for a shade. Beautiful inside as a house plant, indoors. You must keep them nice and moist, and if you do, they'll reward you with months and months of colour and last for many years. How I water them is, I just get the pot, duck it down to pot level for a couple of minutes in water and let it drain off again. Don't leave it standing in a saucer of water for too long, but just give it a good ducking down into a basin or sink. Lovely indoor begonias, and this is fun. I love this plant. Look at the back of that leaf, it's deep purple. It's called a prayer plant, and at night time it turns its leaves, joins them together, and shows a nice purple on the back, so it shows a completely different colour at night time, where it turns and holds its leaves together as if in prayer. This I like too. Our Begonia Rex, and this is a variety called Hugh McLaughlin. It likes shade in your house and is easy to manage. We like to say don't give it a drink until it asks for it. So it literally hangs its leaves down when it's thirsty, and then, like I mentioned with the azalea, give it a good duck in the sink for a few minutes, let it drain off again, and it'll be quite happy. It doesn't like direct sunshine. This fella snuck in from outside. It's a nice little diasia. And we just briefly look at some creeping thyme. Lovely fragrant plants for summer. Some more lucky clover or oxalis. The leaves and red flowers. Hard to beat good old-fashioned traditional geraniums. They're used in pots and containers or as houseplants, loved by one and all. Look at this Calliobracoa or million bells, ideal for hanging baskets, window boxes and containers. Now we'll just briefly go outside and look at another few plants that have caught my eye today. We have a range of plants for butterflies that will grow quite strongly. These are Buddleia or butterfly bush, quite a strong, hardy shrub for a sunny and free draining place. Some nice sedums that also attract butterflies into your garden. They're a succulent plant, very tough and hardy. If you have a sunny and free draining spot, they will last forever. And believe me, they're very forgiving of soil and conditions once it's not too waterlogged. There's another lovely sedum, Purple Emperor. Look at the purple foliage, ready to flower soon. Will produce ice-like flowers on top of the plant and will attract lots and lots of butterflies, as will this one here. It's a variety of verbena called Verbena bonoriensis, with deep purple foliage, purple flowers that will dance on the top of the plant, and actually the flowers even look like butterflies. So a great fun perennial to grow. That's just some plants that have caught my eye today in Pergola Nurseries. Bye for now.